African heads of state and government are in Delhi for the Forum Summit between India and Africa, and this is a very important occasion. Amongst other things, it showcases India's very special relationship with Africa, and also the fact that India has become a significant player in the development assistance game through our technical cooperation program with Africa. But what I'm disturbed about is so many people attempting to see this through the prism of a sort of competition with China. I think that's totally wrong. First of all, we're not in the same race as China, and if we were, it's a race we couldn't win because China has far larger investable surpluses, they give far more grants, they make their financial decisions far more speedily and efficiently, and they don't have a finance ministry undercutting the promises made by the Prime Minister, which is something that happens in our country a lot. Where I think we score is in being very different from China, where we go in not with a heavy governmental footprint, but with a light one. We go in with the private sector, not the public sector. We don't just live in our own ghettos and bring our own workers and our own managers and do everything. India hires Africans, trains Africans, both workers and middle managers. And when our projects are over, we leave behind an improved human resource capacity. Our strengths in IT, which Africans value, our entrepreneurship and our spirit of cooperation, which Africans value, all of this are very precious. And on top of that, when Africans look at China, it's like looking at the West. This is a very impressive example, but not something they feel they can replicate. When they look at us, they see a familiar example, a country which seems to be bedeviled with many of the same kinds of problems that they're used to in Africa. Poverty, epidemic disease, various internecine conflicts, clashes and rivalries, all the problems that beset us. But we seem to be a country that, despite these challenges, has done well and is thriving. Whereas for them, they say other countries, well, they're aid givers, but we can't be like them. They look at India and say, hey, if India can beat these problems, maybe we can learn from them and we can beat them too. It seems to me we have our own story to tell. Let's not see Africa through the prism of China. Let's make our own success story in Africa.